Netcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is Twit.
Right, now, speaking of things I love Sonos. I have Sonos throughout the house. We saw Sarah Lane's review of Sonos a few weeks ago on Before You Buy. It's a system that is wireless. It magically syncs up so you can have Sonos speakers in dozens of different rooms, and somehow they're always in sync, which is not an easy thing to do. Try that with any other system. You'll find it's very difficult. But it has internet radio. It will play music from your Android or iPhone. It's controllable by your Android, your iPhone, a variety of remote controls. They have a Play 5, which is a big speaker with 5 little speakers in it. They have a Play 3, which is a medium-sized speaker with 3 little speakers. And they just announced, along with the subwoofer and the sound bar, both of which we've reviewed, all very positively, the Play 1. This is their least expensive speaker. Shannon Morse, our producer, has it. It's teensy-weeny. And the idea is it's like a starting point for Sonos, right?
It is. It's the baby of the Sonos brand. And since you already did pretty much all of the review, I'm just going to give you my
Well, I just wanted people to know what Sonos is. The real question is this worthy of the Sonos name? Because the other speakers sound very good.
So this is the first time that I've personally tried a Sonos device, and I have to say that I was very impressed with it. Now, just from my experience, I used this at a party. I used it all weekend.
So it's pretty loud.
Yeah, it's pretty loud. Now, I did get 2 of them to review, so I put one in my kitchen and I put one in my living room.
That's one way to use it. You can also pair them and have stereo left-right.
Yes, you can. So you can do that. You can do that through the application. It's super easy.
In places where I want really good sound, like the bedroom, I have the left-right Sonos speakers. Yeah. And in places like the bathroom where I don't care, I have a single Sonos speaker.
So you can get that nice surround, you know, when you're listening to Red Hot Chili Peppers and you got a guitar over here and the vocals over here, you get that sound and it's amazing. But if you want them in separate rooms, they're so easy to connect. You just do everything through the application. So my first thought when I got these was, oh, this is going to be so hard to connect and it's going to be hard to set up. These are so easy to set up. It's just like everything else in the Sonos atmosphere. All of their different products, you can connect all of them together, just like these. One of them has to be on the Ethernet, right? Yes. So you can
one of
either
them needs
put
to be near your router.
You can put a bridge with it, which you get a bridge for free currently with one of these.
Good deal.
Yeah, yeah. So I think bridges are usually like $60 or somewhere in that price range.
So that's what you connect to your Ethernet, and that puts all the rest of them on the internet.
And when you do that, you click a little button on the top of it, and then you pair that with each of your speakers. So when you plug in your speaker to the power, it also starts lighting up on the top, and you just click the button at the top. So you see that little light right there.
It's their way of signaling, sync up, please.
And as soon as you click that, it connects to your wireless, and you choose to connect to it on your application, and you say which room it's in. And then you can group them as you like, if I want to have them separated or together or what have you. And
what you said sounded more complicated than it is.
Yeah, I know.
It's really simple. And did you use an iPhone or an Android phone?
I used an iPhone for everything, from the setup all the way to playing all the music on my iPhone.
They also have iPad software.
They do.
You get great album art. You know what you're listening to.
They have a desktop application that I played with on my PC.
Yep.
The desktop application is great because it automatically included all of my music library, so I was able to play everything through the speakers over my Ethernet connection.
What's on the back of that?
So the back of this just has 2 ports. It's really, really clean. It's a nice plastic finish, but it looks very pretty. There's a white one and a black one for the top and the bottom stripes. This is just the Ethernet.
So you could use that as a bridge as well as a speaker if you decide to make that your base unit.
And the second one up here is just a mounter. So you can mount it onto your wall or wherever you need to mount it.
Now, I want to point out something because my son wanted a speaker for his dorm room.
Oh.
And he said, send me a Sonos. So I did. And he said, but Dad, I can't use it as an aux speaker. Notice this doesn't have an aux jack.
It does not.
In it. Some of the bigger Sonoses do, but they have to be configured on a network. So before you can use them as an aux speaker. So poor Henry, he's got a beautiful speaker, but he can't use it.
Yeah.
So that's something to keep in mind. This really is designed to use with a Sonos system.
Yeah, it definitely is. So
and it needs Wi-Fi.
When I was playing with just one of these, the sound quality was really great. I noticed that the bass comes out really, really hardcore whenever I'm listening to rock and roll. When I'm listening to classical music, it's so clear. Like you can hear the instruments in it. John, let's get some music.
Oh, look, John's doing it.
Yeah. Whoa. I had John connect it. It was so easy. He just pressed the button and he connected it to our local one.
And it's loud. It sounds like almost like a full stereo system.
It does. So you can tell there's an obvious difference from the really big Sonos speakers, the Play
Now you
5,
do have
for
a
example.
volume control on the top.
I do.
But you can
So
also
I
do that in
turn
the
it down.
software.
I can
There's
pause
also
it
a
from
mute
right
button.
here.
Yeah, exactly.
And I
yeah.
can play it again if I want to. But there's a different quality difference because this one is a smaller speaker. The specifics of it, it's mono drivers. It's a 3.5-inch woofer and 1-inch tweeter, Class D amplifiers driven through DSP.
It's very
Obviously,
good sound, actually. I'm surprised.
It is.
I was very curious because I bought the big ones, the Play 5s. We have a Play 3 in the lobby. We have Sonos here too.
Yes, we do.
But this is the first I've heard this one. It's surprisingly good. I guess I shouldn't be
sounds
surprised.
beautiful.
Now this is not cheap. It's $200.
It's $200, but honestly, after playing with these for the weekend, after using it at a house party that I had, the sound quality on this is so much better than the other Bluetooth-enabled speakers
Better than
and
a
whatnot
jam
that you have
box or
available
any of
right
those,
now.
yeah.
And it's so easy to daisy chain them or make them into stereo speakers that I'm kind of obsessed, and I put these on my wedding registry because I was like, I have to get
Did
these
you
now.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, that is good.
It's like I have to get
That's
these.
a definite rec. But before you tell us, pros and cons.
So my pros and cons, it's competitively priced at $200. It's definitely a good buy. Great bass response for rock and roll music if you're into that, and it's very easy to connect and set up as well. The cons on this though, and they were kind of hard to choose from. It does require their proprietary application either on your desktop or on your phone, so you can't connect straight through iTunes Music, for example. You have to go through their application. And also it's not portable, but that's kind of a given since it's a home theater device. It's not a portable speaker device.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a given. You have to know that before you purchase it.
You have to be in a Wi-Fi network.
Yes.
Even though you're plugging that in with Ethernet, it's the Wi-Fi is what you use the remotes with.
Yes, that's
Although
right.
the Sonos has a proprietary network, that's how they get this music to sync so well together. It's not riding on top of Wi-Fi.
No problems with syncing either.
No, it's
no
perfect.
problems at all.
And we,
It was
remember on
wonderful.
Know How, Ayaz and I tried to set up a similar system, and the issue, even within a small area, of getting two speakers to be exactly the same, it's hard. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
So there's this like
It's a
echoey
pain.
thing that doesn't.
This one doesn't have that
You
problem.
can fill, and I've done this many times. Fill the whole house with one music thing, and it's like a party.
Yeah.
In fact, we do that here. Late
Yeah,
nights.
that's true. So definitely not portable. I mean, the thing weighs like 2 pounds, so you're not going to carry this in your backpack with you, and it's not battery
It's a Class
powered.
A amplifier, right? That's why it's a big, heavy
it's
amplifier.
heavy. Yeah, it's definitely
But that's what
heavy.
you want.
So,
So-
if I would give it a buy, try, or don't buy. I mean, since I probably didn't give it away already, I think I'd probably give it a buy.
There's a step above buy. I'd put it on my wedding registry.
This is the wedding.
That's a step above.
Definitely.
That's saying it's
so nice.
as
I'm
good
so
as silver.
sad I have to send these back. I don't want to send it back.
I have
I
spent so
keep
much
it?
money on Sonos. I didn't even want to think
I
about
have a
it.
feeling I'm going to start too.
Well, but that's the nice thing. You can start small with a $200 item and
You can,
slowly
and you
grow
can
it
work
through your
up.
house.
Yeah.
We have now a lot of the 5s, which are like $499
big
bucks.
guys,
They're expensive. And then we have the Sonos Play Bar. You know, with that, for surround sound, it's interesting because you can buy the extra subwoofer, also
Yes, the
pricey.
woofer.
But you can also use these speakers as surround speakers and make it a whole surround system wirelessly very easily. It's really remarkable. It is pricey, but
Yeah, I mean, people in the chat
works.
room keep saying, "Oh, it's expensive. There's there's cheaper speakers that sound as good."
nothing is good.
But yeah, the big thing is the syncing. It's so
Yes.
hard to get wireless speakers to sync across your house, and nobody else does it quite as good as Sonos.
So $399. So it's not as bad as I thought it was for the Play 5. $299 for the Play 3. $199 for the Play 1. Even the 1 sounds surprisingly good. The sub is a little overpriced. I think it's $700. The Play Bar $700. Those are tough to recommend just because of the cost,
Right.
frankly.
Premium product. It's a premium
product. The bridge, you need at least the bridge. I put the Connect, not the amp Connect because that's powered, but the regular Connect in my stereo. And that means, so if you have a good home stereo system, you can also get the benefit of being able to control it, making it part of the whole party room scene. And also, they've got internet radio, they've got Spotify, they've got Mog, a lot of services, Songza. There are a few things missing. I wish it had better audible connectivity.
Yes.
It's wonky.
Audible, and I don't believe iTunes Radio is included
iTunes Radio
as
is
well.
not on it, nor is Amazon. Actually, I think Amazon is, but it's never worked for me. So, and Google is not. So if they put Google Play Music, I'd be happy. Anyway, Love it.
I like it.
I
yeah.
think it's a good
I was
choice.
very happy with
Thank
this.
you,
I was
Shannon.
very excited to review it.
Shannon is, of course, our producer. Produces Know-How as well, and is going to be on a new show with Padre soon.
High five, dude.
Programming 101 with Padre and the Snubs. That sounds like a movie title.
Pinky and the Brain.
Padre and the Snubs.